Hey, Daniel, thanks again for agreeing to revise with... Where's your cauldron?
Filch confiscated it, along with all my ingredients. He's convinced I'm the one who swapped his pumpkin juice for babbling beverage, so he seized my potion-making equipment as evidence.
What? But you had nothing to do...
No, of course not. But Filch received a tip from a concerned student, so he's certain it's me, no matter how much I tried to convince him otherwise. I suspect this is all the Frey's fault, those kids.
But the potions practical is tomorrow.
No, which is why I need your help to brew a batch of invisibility potion and sneak into Filch's office to get it back. It won't turn us completely invisible, but it should give us enough cover that we can make it in unseen. But in order to do that, we'll need some tincture of demiguise and pearl dust. Do you think you could find some for me? Were you able to get all the ingredients? Thanks. I have everything I need to brew the invisibility potions now. As soon as I'm finished, we can drink them and head for Filch's office.
It worked. We're invisible. Well, mostly. I can still sort of make you out from this distance.
Yeah, invisibility potions are handy, but they won't completely erase your presence, especially in close quarters. Not to mention that you can still be felt and heard. Which is why we need to be careful and hide behind cover whenever possible.
That's odd. I thought I just saw somebody walk by out of the corner of my eye. Speaking of the Black Lake, you know that beech tree on the lakeside? Don't you think that'd be the perfect spot to have a picnic? Maybe, if you're not too busy on Saturday, we can try it out?
I suppose I could take a break from studying for a picnic. Oh, why don't we invite everyone?
Oh, sure. Why not? The more the merrier, right?
Poor Robin. She might as well be invisible for how oblivious kept...
Daniel's probably crying about his confiscated cauldron right about now.
Yeah, that'll teach him not to one-up us in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, lay off Daniel already.
Why? Don't tell me you actually like him.
Don't be stupid. It's just that you two are starting to look desperate. It's pathetic.
She must be able to see through our shroud of invisibility. That cat's too perceptive for her own good.
She's going to blow our cover. Come on, let's try to lose her.
Well, well, Mrs. Norris. What do we have here? Looks like two sneaky little troublemakers who need to be taught a lesson.
Wow. Bewitched snowballs. Augmenti.
Oh, you've done it now. I'll see the both of you expelled for this.
Expelled for what now?
Good timing, Professor. I caught these two delinquents using an invisibility potion to skulk around my office. Then, when I confronted them, they drew their wands against me.
What? That's not what happened. We were just trying to get my cauldron back after he falsely accused me and confiscated it.
Just say the word, and I'll fetch the chains, Professor.
I don't think that will be necessary. In fact, I can take things from here. Come with me, you two. I trust I don't need to explain to you two how irresponsible and misguided it was to attempt to break into a staff member's office, even if Filch did treat Daniel unfairly. Daniel, you have a brilliant mind. Your well-brewed invisibility potion proves that. That's why I'm gobsmacked you didn't think to ask me or another professor for help first.
I don't know. I suppose I was afraid you'd think I was guilty too. I'm a bloody page. People tend to assume the worst of me.
My boy, I know better than to judge someone based on their background. It's the character of a person and how they use their gifts that matter. You, Daniel, are certainly gifted. What remains to be seen is how I will speak to Filch and see that your potion-making supplies are returned straight away, Daniel. But both of you have to serve a week's detention, and Daniel has to promise to never use those talents for such foolish purposes.
I promise, Professor. I won't let you down.
Well, that wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it'd be.
Slughorn's right. I'll never be great or make a name for myself if I keep being so reckless. Here, you can have the rest of the invisibility potion. I won't be needing it anymore.
Alright. Now that I think about it, using an invisibility potion to explore off-limits places in the castle, like other houses' common rooms and the headmistress's office, does sound fun. I should give it... What are you doing?
It's not what I'm doing, it's what the Freys were doing. When was the last time you saw them reading?
Never?
Exactly! They were just poring over those books, which are all about time-related magic.
That sounds like trouble. The Freys aren't very good with regular magic.
Right, and time magic is dangerous, not to mention completely unstable. So if they tried anything...
That would be a recipe for disaster. What do you think they were up to?
I don't know, but I heard Fisher say Time Turner.
I thought those didn't exist anymore.
Something like that. But more importantly, of what concern are they to you?
Oh, hello, Professor. Not us, the Freys.
Ah, yes. I ran into those two in the corridor. It seems they had a minor mishap with a swelling solution. Why they thought traveling back in time to undo it would be less trouble than a simple deflating draft is beyond me. Rest assured, I've set them straight. The twins will not be trying to reinvent the time turner, as...
Why are they so dangerous? Time turners, I mean, not the Freys.
When used properly, time turners are actually quite safe. It's when a witch or wizard ignores the rules and misuses a time turner that the results can be catastrophic. Which is why the Ministry of Magic had very strict regulations around who could obtain and use a time turner, and who...
Have you ever seen one?
I have. In fact, one of our very own students was approved to use a time turner a few years ago. A brilliant young witch who you might be familiar with. Hermione Granger.
That sounds like a good story.
Would you like to hear it?
Time Turner! Time Turner!
Look at me. Don't even fall.
Time Turner! Atmosphere charm! Atmosphere charm! Ah.
Wow, time turners are amazing. I'd use one to go back and make sure I didn't say Wolfsbane instead of Wolfsbane in potions class last week. So embarrassing.
There are limits to how far back you can travel with a time turner, silly.
More importantly, there's always a better way to solve a problem than mucking about with time. With the very rare exception, of course. Now, if you two don't mind getting those books back to the library, I'll see you at our next transfiguration lesson.
That was amazing, Daniel. You're really getting good with your wand.
Thanks.
There you are. What took so long? We've been waiting since dinner.
Sorry, just needed a little extra wand work.
That's a great idea. Got to be prepared. I've no clue how I'd handle myself in a duel. I'd probably get disarmed and hung upside down too.
Daniel, wait. He didn't mean anything by it. Come back.
What did I do? Daniel's still a bit sore head. All the things you said just now.
He's mad that he got bested by Cassandra and Corby Frey. It was Fisher Frey. How on earth do you tell them apart?
Because one of them smells worse?
Fisher's hair is parted slightly to the left, and he smells worse. A painter has to pay attention to the detail of the subjects. Speaking of paintings, where's Gossamer?
Hello, my friends. Gossamer, where are you? I'm in a dark cavern. It must be enormous. There's nothing but black as far as the eye can see. You must have ventured far to find me. I hope it wasn't too dangerous.
You're behind a bookshelf.
I am? That's fantastic. I love to read. Did you know Gilderoy Lockhart's autobiography, Magical Read, contains a brand new foreword by Gilderoy Lockhart? Take a look and see. Let's get you out of there. Weird. Someone didn't want that to move.
It's probably enchanted to keep us from rearranging the furniture. Guess we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. A hand, anyone?
Perhaps with a little better leverage. Carpe retractum! Look out, Mighty Pixies!
Atmosphere charm.
Are you? Don't even bother.
Bombastic bomb. Cornish pixies. Glaciers. Antipodian overload.
Just get this over with.
Well, that must be why they secured the bookshelf in place. Thanks so much, Kevin.
I didn't know they were there. At least we freed Gossamer. You rescued me. Again.
Of course we did. We'd hate to lose you, Gossamer.
We missed you over the summer. And it's so lovely that you came back. You never know if your friends are going to return, even to say hello.
We'll always come back. We promise.
What can I do for you?
We're looking for a map that leads to a rare magical artifact. Hagrid said that one of the paintings might know where to find it.
I've never heard of this.
I thought you knew everything about the paintings in Hogwarts.
Mostly everything. I can only sniff around so much. I only have one nose, I think. Perhaps the portraits in the dungeons would know something.
The dungeons?
We have to find them out. Besides, nothing's down there that can hurt us, right? I don't think so, but it can be quite scary. Between the creepy noises and the total darkness and the ghosts, why don't you let me investigate? We'll go and check it out. It's our assignment after all. Besides, how scary can a dungeon in a school be? We will. Maybe one of us should stay on the lookout up here. I nominate me.
If we stick together, there's nothing to be afraid of.
That's the spirit. Let's go. Well, I'll stand guard here, in case you need me.
Lumos.
Are we going the right way? I don't see any paintings, and this hallway seems to go on forever.
I'm not sure we're in a hallway anymore.
Why's that?
Where the walls go.
Surprise! Now, where's your invitation?
You need an invitation to poke around the dungeon?
No, you need an invitation to attend my Death Day party, of course. If you haven't heard, the Death Day parties of Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Poppington are a thing to behold. This time, it's a surprise party. I'm surprising all the guests.
How is it a surprise if you sent out invitations?
Oh, right. Well, that does seem to be a minor oversight on my part. Good thing the party's still not for a few weeks, eh?
Sir Nicholas, I'm afraid we don't have an invitation to your party, but we would love to celebrate with you, if you'll have us, of course.
After much consideration, I've decided that you and your friends can attend the party on one condition.
What's that?
I insist you come as my honoured guests. Now, you'll need your still very much attached head sizes to make your party hats.
That sounds wonderful. I can't wait.
I'm just glad I ran into you before the doorman saw you.
The doorman?
Oh, yes, this nasty troll I hired to keep the riffraff out. Not very bright, though. If anyone declines the party, he's under strict orders to attack when I give the signal. I simply say the word security, and he comes charging right in. But no need to worry about that now.
You just said the word.
What word? Oh, that word. Whoopsie.
Places.
Look at the mess.
Don't even bother.
Atmosphere charm. Bombastic bomb. Monster book. Cornish pixies. Atmosphere charm. Atmosphere charm.
Just get this over
Fantastic
with.
bomb.
I won't let you. I'll patch you up.
Monster book. Places. Cornish pixies.
Keep going. You've got this.
Antipodian opera. Atmosphere charm. Monster book.
Trolls. No problem. Robin, look out!
Good timing, Kevin.
You followed us down here all by yourself?
I was worried about all of you. And I didn't particularly like being left alone upstairs.
How disappointing. Now who's going to watch the door?
Sir Nicholas, while you're getting ready for the party, we'd love to look at the decorations, particularly the paintings down here in the dungeon.
That's a good idea. We need to make sure all the paintings are on the list. Carry on. I must see to the punch. Not a moment to waste.
How are we going to find the right painting? It's not like we can just shout out. Has anyone seen a map leading to a secret treasure?
Oh dear, I've never heard of a map. Oh, have I? No, a lady never tells. Are you the new house elf? Oh no, you're too clothed.
Who the heck are you, lady?
It's a lady apprentice padded goggles, and I insist you take me back to the ground staircase.
You'll have to excuse her. Her house burned down over a century ago. Her portrait was the only thing that wasn't scorched. She was moved to Hogwarts after the fire, and probably stashed down here because she kept ordering wizards to get her tea.
That's such a sad story. She must have lost people she loved. Miss Lady, do you know about a map? It leads to a family heirloom that was lost. We'd like to find it. Get it back.
What about our homework? I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
If there was anything your family left you, or anything left at all, you'd want it back, right?
Yes, I would.
It's okay. I lost someone too.
There were so many people who cared for me. People who would dust me every day and wipe smudges off my frame.
Is she talking about her servants again?
I know about the map. I heard about it after they moved me to this dreadful locale. I can help you find it. But first, I insist that you restore me to greatness. I want to go back to the grand staircase.
I'm not sure we can just take you. Sir Nicholas!
Hello, guests. Oh, I see you found her. Always complaining about the noise, that one. I'm trying to know what you'll do when the party starts.
Sir Nicholas, can we...
Can you take her? Why, that would be splendid. Yes, away you go. And do make sure you're back before the party starts.
This is more like it. A home that suits my stature.
Wonderful. Now, what can you tell us about the map?
Nothing, I'm afraid, because I've never seen it. But I know who has. My old neighbours talked about the map.
So, where are these old neighbours of yours?
Sadly, they moved away during the Battle of Hogwarts. One left and never bothered to write. The other established a residence in a rather bad neighbourhood. Can you describe this bad neighbourhood? It's rather dreary. Whenever he comes to call, he harps on and on about a dark secret chamber full of snake carvings. He would very much like to move, I think, to be closer to me, but a lady mustn't be too presumptuous. Now, if you excuse me, all of this travel and talk has put me right out. I bid you adieu, children.
Right. Now we're right back where we started.
I think I've heard of that secret chamber. I've got an artwork that talks all about the paintings and decorations of Hogwarts. There's one chamber that has a rather bold snake motif, although that's just the rumour. The place is nearly impossible to find, and even more impossible to enter. The Chamber of Secrets.
What do you want? Come to laugh at miserable, moaning, moping Myrtle too?
No, of course.
Or perhaps you've come to use me as target practice like those wretched Slytherin twins. I may not be able to feel physical pain, but it still hurts.
No wonder you're so upset. I'd flood the bathroom too if someone did that to me.
Don't pretend like you care about me. No one ever cares. No one bothers to see past the spectacles to the delicate, beautiful girl underneath. Not since Draco.
That's not true. I can... Wait a moment. Draco? As in Draco Malfoy?
Yes, kindred spirits he and I. A bit misguided and tormented, sure. But a sensitive soul who just wanted to be loved and accepted.
But wasn't he a Death Eater? Didn't he try to assassinate the previous headmaster?
Technically, yes. But he had no choice. Hear me out and you'll understand.
Sectum Sempra! Sectum Sempra! Admis Vistor!
Don't even fall now.
Sectum Sempra!
Harry nearly killed poor Draco that day. All because he assumed...
To be fair, Draco was rather nasty to Harry, wasn't he? And Harry's suspicions about Draco were correct, weren't they? Not to mention that Draco did attack first.
That's besides the point! If Harry had just taken a moment to listen to Draco, the whole mess could have been...
I don't know about that, but I am surprised that Harry Potter, the Harry Potter, used such horrible dark magic. And against a fellow student, no less.
I know. I swore in that moment that I'd never forgive Harry for scarring Draco's handsome, pale face, no matter how much he begged. But those big, beautiful green eyes of his looked so scared and guilty that I just couldn't help but forgive him. Oh, are you still here?
I'm telling you, there's no way you could have won that many duels in a row without cheating.
And yet I did. So unless you've got some proof to back up those bogus claims...
And no big words. Slughorn's starting to get suspicious.
What was all that about?
The Freys have been on a suspiciously long winning streak in dueling club. He goaded me into a duel to see for myself on the condition that he'd turn himself in if I was able to find proof.
I take it that you didn't?
No. So in addition to being totally humiliated in front of the entire dueling club, I now have to do the...
And let me guess, you're still convinced that he's cheating and want to expose him?
You know me too well. Almost as well as I know Fisher Frey, which is why I'm certain he's up to something.
If you're that convinced, then how can I help?
Well, I was planning on tailing them. I suppose you could help keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
What are we gonna do? Daniel's on to us. But what if someone finds our cauldron and supply?
Calm down. No one ever uses Moanin' Myrtle's bathroom. That's why we picked it. Even if they do, they'll have no proof it's out.
I was right. They're definitely cheating.
Should we tell Professor Flitwick?
No, at least not yet. It'll just be our word against theirs. If we really want to corner them, we'll need physical evidence.
Then I suppose a trip to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom is in order.
Judging by the ingredients they've gathered, and the sparkling turquoise liquid in their cauldron, I'd say the Freys are brewing a scintillation solution.
A sin what?
It's a potion that boosts your proficiency and intelligence. Similar to a wit sharpening potion.
It's no wonder Fisher Frey's on a winning streak. He was already a pretty talented duelist before. Under the effects of a scintillation solution, he must be master level.
The only question now is, what are we going to do about it?
What if we swap their scintillation solution with a placebo? They'll go into their next duels expecting to win without much effort, and hopefully get a rude awakening.
I do have a bottle of pumpkin juice on me that we could pass off as a fake potion. A simple color-changing charm, and they'll never know the difference.
That was humiliating. I can't believe I lost that badly. Ugh, and in front of the entire club, too.
What happened? I thought the scintillation solution was supposed to make it so we always won.
It was. Bloody useless potion. That's the last time I rely on it.
Think the Freys learned their lesson not to cheat?
Thanks for helping me expose them. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go tell them to write their own stupid essay.